The all-new Kia Sportage design unveiled. Almost. Although official images of the highly anticipated, all-new next-generation Kia Sportage are not revealed as of yet, an insider report states that the newly created rendering is pretty darn close to the actual vehicle that's on its way. Since the release of the news of the impending launch of the all-new Sportage a few months ago, there has been a slew of design predictions based on the spy photos of the test vehicles clad in the heaviest camouflages. However, Auto Herald of Korea in the January 25 issue reported that the new rendering of the Sportage by the Russian prediction artist Kolesa is actually 90% accurate to what the actual production SUV will look like when it is launched in the spring of 2021. And to consumers eagerly awaiting the popular SUV's arrival's delight, the all-new Sportage look clean and sophisticated, unlike some of the earlier rendering that seem a bit polarizing with busy and convoluted front grille and headlamp design. The headlamp and the fog lamps are cleanly integrated with the trademark tiger nose grille, yet the fascia is still very futuristic with the signature V-shape LED element making a strong statement. The rear is just as attractive and clean, if not more subdued than the front, with the new Kia logo prominently front and center. Based on the corporate sibling Hyundai Tucson and as such, mechanically similar, featuring a 2.5-liter normally aspirated 4-cylinder engine mated to an 8-speed automatic transmission with the optional all-wheel drive, the 5th-generation Kia Sportage will be a stylish compact SUV that should be much more technologically advanced than the rivals such as Honda CR-V and Toyota RAV4. Some of the advanced features include a pair of 10.25-inch screen used for both the infotainment and the driver's information cluster, smart park assist, new driving modes to handle all sorts of driving conditions, and the ultrasonic rear occupant alert and safe exit warning for the safety of the rear passengers and pets. This is in addition to the myriad of the vehicle's safety features such as forward collision avoidance assist, lane keeping assist, and lane following assist, high beam assist, driver attention warning, and optional blind spot collision avoidance assist, rear cross traffic collision avoidance assist, highway driving assist, blind spot view monitor, and surround view monitor. Features like these are comparable to some of the German luxury vehicles that cost thousands more. Also, the all-new Sportage can be equipped with a hybrid, plug-in hybrid, and even an electric powertrain. The 2022 Kia Sportage Hybrid will be powered by a 1.6-liter inline-4 with a 44.2 kilowatt electric motor, and a 1.49 kilowatt-hour battery pack for a total output of 226 horsepower and 258 pounds-to-foot of torque. The Sportage Hybrid will have all-wheel drive as standard and said to be 30% more efficient than the standard Sportage. The plug-in hybrid model will feature the same 1.6-liter turbo engine but has a more powerful 66.9 kilowatt electric motor, and a larger 13.8 kilowatt-hour battery pack to produce a total of 261 horsepower. It also comes standard with an all-wheel drive and uses the same 6-speed auto as the regular hybrid. The plug-in hybrid models will have an electric range of around 28 miles and a 2-hour recharge time using a level 2 charger. The fuel economy is expected to be around 70 miles per gallon. Finally, the pure electric model of Sportage, which will be called e-Sportage like its smaller SUV sibling Kia e-Niro, will have an estimated maximum range of 310 miles or 500 kilometers with the capability to recharge to 80% of the capacity in just 18 minutes with its 800 volts charging architecture. 2022 Kia Sportage will be launched sometime in the spring of 2021 with an estimated starting price of about $24,000. The new SUV king is Kia Sorento, surprisingly. In the domestic Korean market last year in 2020, the king of SUV was the all-new Kia Sorento. This came as a big surprise because the undisputed sales leader has always been the corporate cousin Hyundai Santa Fe. Since its release in March of 2020, Kia has sold nearly 77,000 units in 2020 to take the #1 position from the Santa Fe. This is due in part to the explosion of the sales of the hybrid model, outselling even the traditionally popular diesel model. In comparison, Hyundai has managed to sell only 57,578 units of the newly facelifted Santa Fe, which is even less than that of the larger Palisade 3-row SUV at 64,791 units. The industry experts attribute the downfall to the updated design of the Santa Fe. Many consumers found the new facelift design to be too eccentric, and consider the new model a downgrade from the original model, even though the refreshed model included many of Hyundai's latest features and technologies that weren't available in the previous model. It's ironic, however, that Hyundai has timed the refresh perfectly after 3 years from the introduction of the original model, knowing that the all-new Sorento was coming, and that they tried their best to turn a 3-year-old model into something that was capable of going head-to-head with the brand new Sorento. When the refreshed Santa Fe was released, the auto journalists in Korea actually praised Hyundai for making the facelift model feel like a new car with a completely different design and all new features. However, at the end of the day, it appears that the overzealous facelift has backfired on Hyundai. Also, Hyundai's inability to make the hybrid engine available in 2020 due to certification reasons, has played a large role in the decline of Hyundai's bread-and-butter SUV. The new Hyundai Santa Fe Hybrid, in fact, will be introduced in the North American market first, in the early part of 2021, ahead of the release in Korea. With the recent release of the facelifted Santa Fe and the all-new Sorento in North America, we wonder if the once formidable Santa Fe would be met with the same fate as in Korea. The end of Cadenza and K900 in the US. Anticlimactic to the hype and the anticipation building around the upcoming, all-new Kia Cadenza, or to be called the K8 if it was released in the US. With Kia's effort to unify model naming throughout the world, Kia's poor-selling large sedan will meet the same fate as its corporate sibling Hyundai Azera that was discontinued a generation ago in North America. Also being discontinued is Kia's premium rear-wheel drive sedan K900, which shares the platform with Genesis G90. This reduces Kia's sedan range to just 4 models that include Rio, Forte, K5, and Stinger. Lack of sales is attributed to the demise of the 2 otherwise very competent sedan models, as only 1,265 units of Cadenza and 305 units of K900 were sold in the North American market in 2020. These figures are far below even Stinger's 12,556 units. This trend of poor sales performance of sedans is understood to be because of the popularity of SUVs. To keep up with this trend, Kia has added new award-winning SUV models such as Seltos and Tellurides to the lineup, instantly boosting Kia's overall sales. First introduced in 2010 as a competitor to the long-living large Japanese front-wheel drive sedans such as Nissan Maxima and Toyota Avalon, Cadenza will fade away into history only after 10 years in the market. This news is very disappointing, as the all-new K8 was supposed to be as good as Genesis G80 at the fraction of the price. Our dire hope is that the excellent Stinger will not be met with the same fate due to poor sales. Hyundai Elantra wins 2021 North American Car of the Year. The 2021 Hyundai Elantra was named winner of the 2021 North American Car of the Year award by the North American Car, Utility and Truck of the Year Automotive or NACTOY media jury. This is the second time the Hyundai sedan has won Car of the Year after the win in 2012. Only 2 other cars, Chevrolet Corvette and Honda Civic, have won the award more than once, and this marks Hyundai's 3rd Car of the Year category win, the company's Genesis luxury brand winning with the G70 in 2019 being the 3rd one. The jurors tested and evaluated more than 40 new vehicles before voting the top 3 cars, utility vehicles and trucks to be 2021 finalists. The Nissan Sentra and Genesis G80 were the other car finalists. Now in their 28th year, the NACTOY Awards are selected through a series of 3 separate votes by a diverse jury of automotive journalists from numerous outlets in the United States and Canada. Jurors evaluate the finalists based on segment leadership, innovation, design, safety, handling, driver satisfaction, and value for the dollar. Founded in 1994, these awards are the longest-running new vehicle awards not associated with a single publication, website, radio or television station. Because of the jurors' independence, these awards are among the most respected in the industry. So, this concludes the 2nd iteration of the Korean Car Rumor Mill, a series dedicated to giving you the fastest and the most accurate Korean car news and rumors. Thank you for watching AutoVision. Your likes and subscriptions will very much be appreciated. We make it our policy to respond to all of your comments, suggestions, and questions, so don't hesitate to leave us your thoughts. See you next time, when we bring you the latest Korean auto news.